Hey guys, it's the Awkward Charismatic. Today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite video games, Ghost of Tsushima. Just for the record, you're probably going to be seeing screenshots of video games. I can't really do video clips because I don't want to get that copyright strike. Anyway, let's get started. What is Ghost of Tsushima? Ghost of Tsushima is this game that was developed by Sucker Punch, and they made really popular games like Infamous and Second Son. I never really played Second Son, but I played Infamous like 10 years ago, and it was such a great game. The gameplay was awesome, the story was awesome. I didn't expect any less from Sucker Punch when this gem came. Another thing, there's gonna be a lot of spoilers, so if you don't want to get spoiled, don't watch this video. Ghost of Tsushima follows the story of a samurai named Jin Sakai who's on this journey to rescue his home island, Tsushima, from Mongol invaders. Even though it's a linear story, there's lots of things you do to understand more about yourself, like mastering your sword arts or your sword techniques, or doing these side missions to understand more about your allies. And I'll talk more about these allies later. There's also a lot of things I won't really cover in this video, like Jin's internal struggle of how he should balance being a samurai or balance being a ninja. Another thing is I'm probably gonna butcher names, so don't kill me for that. In the beginning of the game, you're in battle with your uncle, Lord Shimura, who's there to fight off these Mongol invaders. Now, unfortunately, your samurai army gets taken down by these invaders, and your uncle, Lord Shimura, gets captured by Khotan Khan. Now, Khotan Khan is known to be a ruthless antagonist. The story does a great job of making you really hate this guy. But anyway, as your uncle gets captured, you get knocked unconscious, and this thief named Yuna helps nurse you back to life. She essentially takes care of you. As soon as you find out that your uncle gets captured, you're immediately on this mission to rescue him. And throughout your journey, you're not really developed. You're still, there's still lots of things that you're learning, like how to fight better, how to learn your techniques better. And when you finally encounter Khotan Khan to rescue your uncle, the guy kicks your ass. He literally throws you off a bridge. It's insane. At that point, if that was me, I would have just been like, this is too hard. It's so easy to give up because you think that you have all the tools you need to defeat Khotan Khan. You get a little overconfident and you get your ass kicked. But what I love about Jin was that he did not give up. His determination to succeed is so contagious. In fact, that motivated Jin to find another way to rescue his uncle. Maybe instead of learning the samurai way, he thought to himself, let me learn how to be more of a ninja. Let me learn the art of deception. Let me learn how to use poison and so forth. And that's where that dilemma happens between honorable samurai and dishonorable ninja. But anyway, I want to talk about how he has this determination to succeed. When you get your ass kicked, you want to learn ways to become stronger. Realize that being a samurai is not enough to defeat Khotan Khan. There has to be other ways to defeat this guy. And so that's where you go on this journey to master your sword stances and also mastering your techniques. And also, this is where you go to work on other side missions, like developing your own army to rescue your uncle. So it's a very similar thing in life. There are times when you just get your ass kicked over and over again, and it's so easy to give up. It's so easy to not get over that obstacle because you know you're gonna fail again. It's a similar experience I had with pornography. From middle school all the way to grad school, I used to watch porn almost every day or every single day. It was just a bad addiction. After I was done watching, I would just feel bad about myself and swear to never watch porn again. And unfortunately, I would do the same thing the next day and the next day, and it went on forever. Thankfully, I realized that this was a problem. After years of just giving up, I wanted to just start working on myself. I just had this determination that, you know, in order to make my relationship work, in order to not be so addicted to pornography, I know that I can overcome this. And the only way I can overcome this is through the support of my friends and family, and also working on myself and working on my addictions. And once I was able to do that, I haven't watched porn in so long. There's the occasional times, but most of the time I don't really have a desire to watch porn anymore. And that determination can really drive you to get over that hump. even if you failed so many times, if you have a strong will, if you have that strong determination, you will eventually get over that obstacle. Going back to Jin, you eventually end up rescuing your uncle, but unfortunately Khotan Khan escapes, and now the mission throughout the story is to rescue your home island Tsushima from these Mongol invaders. One of the things you have to do is gain the trust of your rival samurai clan. I think their name is Yoshikawa clan. But that samurai clan was a rival samurai clan of yours, and they hate your guts just because of past beef. It's like one of those rap beefs that they have. Because the Mongol invaders are threatening that clan, you actually fight alongside them to fend off some Mongol invaders. You basically work towards this common goal. I noticed that Jin's determination to succeed slowly seeps into inspiration for his allies and inspiration for others who look up to him. And what I mean by that is, as you go help out this rival samurai clan, they slowly come to respect you. And Jin's determination to fight off these Mongol invaders starts to inspire those around him. And when they saw that Jin can lead an army and can actually fight off these Mongol invaders, they began to respect him. And that's because his determination turned into inspiration for those. And it's so similar in life. Once you start having that determination to succeed, you start being more confident in yourself, you start being more confident in your abilities, and you become a better person. As you get more comfortable and more confident, people start to see that, and then people start getting inspired. People will start to look up to you, and they'll be like, wow, this person really knows their things. I'm not in that point in my life. I'm not super comfortable with who I am. There's still lots of things for me to learn, but I can see how these people respect Jin, and I can see how that determination he had turns into inspiration for all these people. It's similar for you. Once you have that determination, especially when you're so comfortable with yourself and you get better and you become a better person, you start inspiring others. The next thing I'm going to talk about is Jin's respect for elders. Jin has this caretaker named Yuriko who essentially takes care of Jin throughout his whole life. His parents died when he was young, and you basically had his uncle Lord Shimura and his caretaker Yuriko taking care of him. Yuriko is elderly and frail. You find out later throughout the game that she actually has signs of dementia. But anyway, some of the side missions you do really help you understand the relationship between Jin and his caretaker. And there are times when she shows these signs of dementia. At that point, Jin could have just been like, this lady's old. Like, why should I care about her? I have a war to fight. I have to save Tsushima. But no, this guy goes out of his way to sometimes meditate with her, or sometimes even find food for her. And it's so nice to see that, especially in a time like this. It's so easy to get annoyed by our elders, especially our Karens or the occasional boomers. But an important life lesson I've learned is that you should always respect those who walked the earth before you. Old people give you such profound advice because of the experiences that they've had. And when you take that experience and learn from their mistakes, that helps you become better, and that prevents you from making the same mistakes you did. An example with me was when I was in high school, I used to volunteer for the Key Club, and I used to help volunteer at a senior citizen home. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there were times when I was like, damn, I really don't want to go to this. This is boring. But once I met this person named Joe, who was born and raised in my city, he was telling me that when he was younger, he would go by one of the trees at my local park, and he carved his name with his high school sweetheart. I remember he told me when he would go on his walks, he would still see that tree with that carving. And I was thinking, man, this guy's probably BSing me. There's no way. But no, I actually went and I saw it. It was a little withered and you couldn't really make too much out of it. But there I saw it. It was J plus K. JK. No, but it was J plus K, and it was still there from like the 60s. So it was really cool seeing that. I haven't gone and checked that. It's been probably like 12 years, but it's probably still there. That's not really a lesson that I've learned, but it's an experience that he shared, and it was an interesting discovery. It was kind of like going back in time. When I went there, I imagined myself what Joe was going through when he carved his name with his high school sweetheart. The third thing I'm going to talk about is how Jin doesn't let anyone disrespect him. As I mentioned before, in Ghost of Tsushima, there's lots of side missions you do, and in these side missions, you learn more about the side characters. One of the characters I'm going to talk about is Lady Masako. So Lady Masako is on this mission to find the people who killed her family. And throughout these side missions, you find out more and more about Lady Masako. You find out who her true lovers are. You find out more about her family. and you find out why she's so hell-bent on seeking vengeance. But throughout her story, there's a rift between Lady Masako and Jin, and she actually challenges Jin to a duel. As you know, in a duel, you're essentially fighting to the death. It's not like a Yu-Gi-Oh duel where you send them to the Shadow Realm. Here you have Lady Masako challenging you to a duel, and obviously you kick her ass. You warn Lady Masako and you tell her that, look, I'm here to help you, but don't ever try to kill me again. And that's a warning sign to her to let her know that, look, I respect you, I'm gonna help you on your mission to avenge your family, but the minute you turn your back towards me or the minute you try to attack me, I am not playing around. And that's a really important life trait to have. In life, you really have to stand up for yourself. Because if you don't stand up for yourself, everyone's going to be walking all over you. People are going to be disrespecting you, and you're never going to be heard. So I'll give you an example. I remember I went to some club with a bunch of friends, and there was a mutual friend that they had. And oh man, I don't even remember his name. But anyway, this guy was constantly making fun of me in front of all of our friends. He was just pointing at me and being like, man, look how short he is. I would just agree and amplify, but unfortunately he kept doing it. And at one point, it was getting really annoying. And another thing I remember, there was this crush I had. I remember him telling her, oh man, doesn't he look like someone you could possibly friend zone? And that was the last straw for me because I got friend zoned by her. Now, instead of calling him out in front of the whole group and ridiculing him, I actually pulled him to the side and I was like, look, dude, I don't appreciate you doing that, especially when you don't even know who I am. And I would really appreciate you not doing that. And the minute I told him that, he actually apologized. He was like, oh shit, I'm sorry. I'm just so used to gunning people and making fun of them. And after that, he stopped making fun of me. Because I told him that, look, I don't tolerate that, he understood that I'm not someone who's playing around with that. And the same thing with Jin. The moment he said, don't ever try to kill me, he stopped communicating saying that, look, don't disrespect me or there's going to be a problem. Now, that doesn't mean you go around threatening people. You don't go around exerting this dominance. That's just being a threatening asshole and you're not gaining respect. In fact, people will disrespect you even more. But here we talked about 3 of the things that I've learned from Jin. There's a lot of other things I didn't talk about, like Jin's journey to vengeance or Jin's internal struggle of balancing honorable samurai with deceptional ninja. But that'll be for another video, and I'm sure there's other videos that talk about it. But the main thing is, and the main point of this channel, and like I'll reiterate in every single video, I want to help the world become a better place. There's too much fucking negativity going on. Everyone's trying to chase clout. Everyone's trying to sell me a course. Everyone cares too much about themselves. I want to create a channel to help you and myself become a better person. I watch anime and video games. I see these traits that these characters possess, apply those traits to my life, and share that with you guys. If you have any other comments, or if you want me to review any other anime or play any other video game or talk about anything, just feel free to comment below. Also subscribe. That gives me an idea that you actually want to see these videos, and it'll make me want to make more videos. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later.